In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the window regulator in this Ford Explorer. Nice, quick, and easy job. You just got to take the door panel off, and let's get right into it. We're going to take this panel off. Just use a pick or a screwdriver. Get behind here. And just pop this cover off. Like that. It's just clipped in on the back. Down here, we're going to take this cover off. Just use a pick just in the corner. Pop that out like that. Now remove that screw. Use a 10mm socket. Take that screw out. Down below here, there's 2 screws in there. Take those out. Same 10mm socket. And just use a magnet if you need to. Underneath, you're going to use a 7mm socket. Take the 2 screws off underneath. Remove this piece. You're just going to use a trim tool. Just get behind it. It is just clipped in. Get underneath the bottom. It's just clipped in on the back side. Pop that off. Then I'm going to take a trim tool, and around the perimeter of the door is some push pins. So you want to pop those out. Just grab the door panel, slide up, and slide it out. We're going to disconnect this cable right here. Just take some needle nose pliers. You just want to squeeze where the cable is, where the 2 tabs are. Slide that out, and slide the little retainer on the end off. You want to disconnect the electrical connectors. Just push down on the tabs, slide those off. Before you disconnect the window switch, you want to make sure the window is in the up position. So turn the key on and put the window up. With the window up, now I can disconnect the connector. You want to take some tape. I'm going to use some masking tape and tape up the window. Now, because this window has tint on the inside, I'm not going to tape the inside of the glass. I'm just going to put more tape on the outside than usual. Normally 3 pieces does it. I'll just put an extra piece over here. And I'm going to tape up the bottom as well, so it doesn't slide down. But normally you can just go over the top and tape the inside of the glass as well. And I'm going to move this weather shield, and you can just take a razor blade and just cut the butyl tape. When you're putting it back together, if it doesn't stick, you can add some more butyl tape. And you can just let it hang if you want, or take it off completely. Now we're going to take the speaker out, disconnect the connector, just push down on the tab. Slide it out, and using a 7mm socket, take all the screws out. There's 4 of them. And grab the speaker and just pull it forward. Might be stuck on there a little bit. Now inside where the speaker is, we want to disconnect the connector for the motor. Just push down on the tab and slide it down. The tab is on the back side, so it's more on this side. So you can push that down, disconnect it. Now using a 10mm ratchet wrench, I'm going to take this bolt out up here. You're going to have to feel around for it. You can go in through the speaker well. If you can get a ratchet in there, you can use that. It might be a little easier, but this works. Once you get it loose, you just unscrew it by hand. Take that out. Now on the other side, I'm going to use the same 10mm ratchet wrench and take this bolt out. A little tricky to see. Once you get it loose, do that by hand as well. And take that out. Now just peel this foam back. There's a bolt right there. You want to take that bolt, loosen that up. We're going to take it out completely. Just be careful. Slide that out. And down below, these two nuts. Use the same 10mm socket. Now you want to grab the regulator. You want to slide it in first. And then slowly pull it down. And you can slide it out. On the back side, we need to take these screws out. Use a T30 socket. Take the screws out. And just carefully slide the regulator off the motor. You flip it over. Just like that. Take the motor and slide it into the new regulator. Line it up. Flip it over. Make sure the bolt holes line up. And put the screws in. Want to get them started. Then snug these down. Not too tight, just snug. On the new regulator, you're going to have a screw right here. You can loosen it up. There is a slot that you can slide the regulator into that slot. You just got to make sure that's loose. But I'm going to take it out completely and just slide it in after. Now slide the regulator in the same way it came out. See right there, make sure that's lined up there. And the studs are there. Take that screw, just move that aside. Get that started. And as long as those studs are in there, we can tighten this down. Snug that down. put the 2 nuts on here. And snug those down. And line the connector up with the motor, lock it down. Now we're going to hook the door panel back up, or the window switch, because we need to raise that piece of the regulator to attach it to the window. Turn the key on, and then very carefully go up. Turn the key off, disconnect the connector. Now we want to take the screws and get those started to attach the window. Do that on this side and the other side. And once they're both in, you can take that 10mm ratchet wrench and tighten those down. And tighten the other one. And tighten this one down. Snug that down. Now take this and just put it over that hole, that little foam tape. That's good. Now take the speaker, we want to line that up. There is a little clip on the bottom there. I'm going to make sure that goes in first. There's a little clip on the top too. You can plug that in now. Just lock it down. Take the screws, get those started, and tighten them down. Just snug them down. Now I take the vapor barrier, line that up, and stick it back on. It should stick right just fine, but if you need to, add some more tape or butyl tape. That should be good. Now we can take the tape off the window. Now we can connect all the connectors for the door panel. Connect the window switch. These other connectors, lock those in place. And the cable, you want to slide this end into the handle, just like that, and then twist it to the side. Then lock it in place. Now the top part of the panel is going to go into that groove. Make sure you take the lock rod, and it's going to go through the hole in the door. Get that lined up through there. That's good. And you have all the push pins. Get those all lined up. And then just tap the door in place. That's good, all the way around. Now underneath, start these screws. Get those lined up and tighten them down. Now get these screws started. before I tighten those down, we'll just get this one started as well. And tighten them down. Just snug. Now put this cover on, lock it down. And we have this cover up here. This is going to go like this. And this cover right here, just clip it in, line it up, push it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.